Hey guys, I need to show you guys a manufacturer's defect I found with some Hayward products, and it also extends over to some Jandy products too. So I'll show you that here in just a bit. I went out to a customer's property last week. They had air in their system. They kept getting these air bubbles in their pool. Their pool's relatively new. They couldn't figure out why. I was able to narrow it down to it being the suction side union on the pool pump. The way I was able to do that is I just took the water hose, I turned it on, I poured it over that suction side union. I was gonna do it over all the fittings, but as soon as I started to pour the water over the suction side union with the pump running, I noticed the air get less and less in the pump basket until there was no air in the pump basket at all. And then after I removed the water hose from the union, sure enough, air started to accumulate in the pump basket again, which indicated that there was a problem with the union. So I got to looking closer at the union. At first, I just replaced the union with a brand new one that I just picked up from the parts supplier. But the brand new one did the same thing. So I got to looking a little closer at what would be causing this, because it passed the same test. With my brand new union that I just picked up, the same thing happened. I poured the water over it with the water hose. All the air going to the pump basket stopped. As soon as I removed the water hose, the air going to the pump basket starts to accumulate again, and we've got air going into the pool, and the customer can't figure out why. And this is why. So I want to show you guys what I found as I started looking closer. This is huge. This is really important. So here's the one that I went there to replace. Okay, now this one's an older one, so it's hard to see, but what I want to point out to you is, where's it at? It is right, where are you at, buddy? Just bear with me just a moment, because this one's an older one, so it's harder to see the crack. There it is, right there. Here, let me focus. Come on, focus, buddy. Come on, you can do it, focus. There we go. So you see that split right there? It goes down the side too. Now this one's hard to see and you can't see it on the inside, but then I got to thinking to myself, it's hard to see, right? But then I got to thinking to myself, well, I wonder if the new one has the same thing. So this is the brand new one that I'll replace it with. You can see the packages right there. So this is the brand new one I went and picked up, and let me find it on this one. Same exact thing. I mean, exactly the same thing. So here you see the crack, the brand new, straight out of the box at the supplier. You see the crack runs through here, and then on this one you can even see it on the inside. See how the crack goes down to the inside to the glue joint? So then I was like, wow, that was brand new out of the package and it's that way. So then I thought, okay, well, let me look at the other one. Is the other one in the package the same way? And sure enough, it is. Here it is right there. Boom, you can see it. There's the crack. There it is, goes all the way through. And then here's where you see it on the inside. Boom, just like that. See that? Plain as day, guys. It doesn't go all the way down. Stops right there. Cracked all the way through. So, and then the customer comes out because he's wanting to see what's going on. Why is it taking a little while? And I explained to him, guess what? This is a manufacturer defect, because the new ones that I'm replacing have the same crack as the one that you have installed. So then he brings me his package. That's what this one is. He brought me out his. He had tried to take care of this before, and same thing. I looked at his package. This is the customer's right here. Exact same thing. Let me find it. It's a small crack, so it's hard to see. Boom, there it is. It's not that hard to see. Pretty obvious, actually. Hard to spot on the new one. But look at that crack, guys. It doesn't go all the way down. I know the manufacturer said, well, it's got to be the seam. But if that was the case, it curves at the very top. It curves. See that curve? If it was the seam at the manufacturer's, it wouldn't have a curve in it. And it shouldn't go all the way through. Here it is on the inside too. See? All the way through. So both of these. So then I got to thinking, well, shoot. And then I go up to my supplier and I point out the issue to my supplier, and he's like, well, let me go grab a random one. Let me go grab a random one of these out of the big box that we have in the back and see if they're the same way. So he goes and grabs a random one out of the bottom of the box, brings it to the counter, opens it up, exact same crack running through it. So then I think to myself, man, how long's this been going on? Because the place where I'm doing the repair at right here, where I'm replacing that, he's telling me his pool's not even a year old yet. And the union that at the supply house that he just pulled out of the bottom of his box has the same crack in it. So I'm like, wow, how long has this been going on? So then I take these packages, mine and my customers, Here you go, mine and my customers. And I'm like, well, are they part of the same lot number? And you can see this one's part of lot number, here, focus, buddy. Lot number 4B12840. And then this one, same thing. Lot number 4B12840. So at least, let me go back to one. So at least we know that it's a specific lot. Hopefully this doesn't extend to other lots. But here's where it takes a crazier turn. This is Hayward product, okay? This is all Hayward right here. Well, check this out. So I've got these other unions that are in my with my parts, my extra parts, and I'm wondering to myself, I wonder if they have the same thing. These are Jandy, guys. These are Jandy unions. Where's the part number? Right there. Focus, buddy, focus. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm trying to help you guys out so you can identify these parts if you need to for your purposes. I'm sorry. Is it worth it? Might not be worth it. I'll read to you the part number. It says I don't know if that's a Z. I think it's A0578800. A0578800. Can it focus? Come on, focus. I'd love it if you would focus. There it is. A0578800. So, same thing, guys. Look, it has, and this is Jandy. This is Jandy. So let me find it. Hold on. There it is, right there. Oh, my bad. There it is, right there it is. Boom, right there. Let me focus. Come on, you can do it. Focus. Come on. Here, let me flip it. It's hard to spot on the camera. I'm sorry, guys. If you were looking at it with your own eyes, it's easy. There's the crack right there, but it won't focus on it. Come on, man. You can focus. Come on. What's the deal here? Well, you can kind of see it right there, guys. Anyway, needless to say, so this extends over multiple brands. Why won't this focus? This is so annoying. Anyway, all I wanted to point out to you guys is all three of these have the exact same crack. It runs all the way through. If I could get it to focus, you guys would see it, but it runs all the way through the top and through the inside. It will not focus, will it? There it is. You can kind of see it. I got to get a different grip. Boom, there it is. You can see it. Finally, goodness gracious. See that crack? It doesn't go all the way down. And then there, now we can see it. See that crack? It goes all the way through the top and all the way through the inside. All three of these, exact same thing. Flip it around. There it is. It's hard to see, but there's the crack through the top right there, and then inside. See that crack through the inside? You guys can pause this video if you need to, refocus it. Okay, so whoever is making these unions for Hayward and for Jandy has got the same defect in all of these unions. Now, I don't know where these Jandy ones came from as far as like the lot number. I just know they're Jandy. Because they were just kind of by themselves. I think they're leftover parts I have from previous jobs. And I just thought I'd check them. But this is kind of a big deal, guys, because what it means is we're going out and doing repairs. Customers are having problems with their pool pump running full prime. They're wondering why air is getting in the system. A lot of techs might have a hard time figuring out why this is happening. You'd be surprised at how many don't know to just run the water hose over the spot you think the leak is to see if that clears the pump of all the air and primes it fully. So you'd be surprised how many people don't know that. So there's a lot of guys out there that have air in their systems, people who have brand new pools with air in their systems, and they don't understand why, and they're scratching their head and they're going crazy. These people that I was doing their repair for, they were convinced that they have an underground leak. So they're like about to get a leak detection, do all this pressure testing, because their pool's not even that old. And they're pissed off at the person who built the pool, thinking that he did something wrong. And all the while, it's a manufacturer defect. Now this, I will say, this crack is so small, so minute, so hard to spot, that as far as I can tell, because I went ahead and I checked the heater too, because these Hayward heaters have the exact same unions, the Hayward filter, exact same unions. I checked them too, and while I noticed the crack on those, I didn't notice them drip leaking. So it's as if the crack is so small that it won't necessarily drip leak on the pressure side unless there's a lot of pressure, like really high pressure, but it will suck in a tiny bit of air on the suction side. So everything from the skimmer baskets and the main drain to the pump, to the front of the pump, that's your suction side, and everything from the top of the pump all the way back to your return jet, so all of your equipment, that's all pressure side. As far as I could tell, these tiny cracks were not leaking water, but they are seeping air. So that's how minute this is. So, and that's why it's a big deal, because you kind of have a lot of man hours going to figure out what's wrong with this. And people are, like, I went there to replace this union with a brand new union, and I was just scratching my head because I knew I did all the plumbing perfectly and the union lined up perfectly, but I was still getting the same air pocket. So that's why this is a problem. This is a manufacturer defect. This needs to be addressed by the manufacturer. Who knows how many pumps, heaters, whatever are out there that have this same defect. But if you notice that you're getting some air in your system, or even if you have a little leak somewhere and you have Hayward, or for this matter, Jandy products, this is why we kind of prefer Pentair, but that's all I'll say about that. If you have Hayward or Jandy products, check to see your unions. Check and see if they have these cracks. Now, I've brought this to the attention of the supplier, and they're supposed to take it to the attention of the distributor, which would be Jandy Hayward. In this case, Hayward, because I just now discovered the Jandy thing in preparation for this video. So they're supposed to be taking it to the supplier, guys, but like, I really don't know how long that process takes. Are they really going to take it to the supplier and say, hey, all these you've been selling us for however long, all have a manufacturer defect, you need to make this right, do a recall? Like, I don't know how that process goes. So it's kind of, I don't know where it leads from here, but if you're having problems with your stuff, look at that. Look for this crack in your unions, and you might just need to get a new set of unions, but don't get it from lot number 4B12840. And as soon as you open it on the spot, check to see if it has the crack. If it does, don't take it. So Jandy Hayward, I don't know if you guys will see this or not. If you do, I hope you do something about this, guys. This is a problem for us out in the field. Like, this has us scratching our heads, spending all kinds of time on a manufacturer defect. So, all right, appreciate you guys listening. Have a good day. I hope this isn't a problem for you. If it is, and you're in the Austin area, give me a call. I'll get by there. We'll figure out what to do. All right, take care, guys. Bye.